Hello friends, welcome to MBA Queries. Today we will discuss advantages and disadvantages of corporate restructuring. So first of all we'll discuss all the advantages and we'll proceed to the disadvantages. So the first advantage of corporate restructuring is changing nature of business. Business always wants new areas so that they can boost sales, boost the capacity and set of the division which don't add much value. All of these initiatives will need corporate restructuring strategies. If you come with a new product line, it will require changes in their system, hire new experts which are familiar in the line of business and place them in high positions with other interventions. This means in the today's world, everybody needs new or the customer wanted to try something new. So to produce something new, they will have to change their nature of business by which they can satisfy their customers and can also increase the profit sales and the place of business with a higher position which leads to top of companies. Second comes new method of working. There are traditional systems of organization that follows the same old 9 to 5 working tradition, but there are other requirements that could trigger organizational restructuring, such as having new and good method of work, such as telecommunicating, having new system and policies which would change the culture of working, change the culture of your working place or sector. The new method of working requires giving emphasis on the result instead of the method. Having a strong policy of communication and reporting of relationships. This means, as we know, that working hours means 9 to 5, but after restructuring, company adopts various new and better methods to work, which increases their interest towards working, such as telecommunicating, new systems and policies to change the culture of working place, and also boost the communication between the employees of the organization to receive the feedback from other customers. And the most important, rather than focusing on the results of working, focus on the method by which you are working. Third comes proper technology. Innovations in technology, the process of working, material and other factors tend to influence your business and workplace in several ways. It also needs to restructure the organization with time. In this modern world, one after another, the technologies are upgraded. So it is important to restructure and adopt various technologies which help in working process and also increases the level of output, even can overcome from various problems or the failures which are facing previously. Now comes buyouts. There are times when restructuring exercises could result of the home and other fancies of the owners. For example, the company could have a new owner who would like his stamp or even some personal authorities and the style of the business. Hope you all have understood. Now we will discuss about disadvantages of corporate restructuring. So the first disadvantage is employee uncertainty. Restructuring often causes employees to panic and wonder how the changes will affect the job security. When the news gets out of that the company is restructuring, some employees may begin looking for the new employment. The stress of restructuring sometimes take away from the staff's focus on their actual work. Employees becomes even more worried if the company isn't forthcoming with the details about the restructure. So to understand that, I will tell you an example. So let's take an example. An organization started working from many years ago, such as around 50 to 60 years ago. Now the employees were freely working. When the organization thought of changing the business or the company to restructure and renovate, and going to adopt various modern technologies, but the employees were not adopted or acquainted with those modern technologies, so they get scared and start searching for new jobs where they can work freely, and this leads to the biggest disadvantage because they won't focus on their present job, which leads towards a loss for the organization. This means what? That the company should make their employees well aware that they are not going to face any sort of problem by the process of restructuring, through which this could lead to employees uncertainty. Second comes investors reaction. Depending upon the size and funding of your business, investors' reaction are sometimes negative to restructuring situation. If your investors oppose the restructure or the fear they will lose money, you will have another issue to handle during the process. For companies that are publicly traded, a negative reaction to the restructure can result in dropping stock prices. Educating investors on specific of restructuring plans, keeping them informed, may help to reduce their concern. This means if your organization is small and you wanted to restructure and create a bigger organization, in this case, the investors get scared and they feel that if they will invest here, they won't even earn more profit or much profit, or their investment leads towards loss. So, to overcome these situations, the organization start providing information and regularly keep educating them about the restructuring. Now, the point is you are investing in restructuring. Along with that, you have to invest in investors in educating them that there is nothing wrong. There is nothing wrong and you won't face any sort of problem where dual investment is done, which leads to somehow what losses for the organization, and also can be an advantage because rather than reducing the stock prices, it will remain constant or may increase the stock. Now comes loss of asset. In some cases, the corporate restructure involves downsizing the workforce, facilities, or the product line. This means you are forced to choose the employee who will let go. With the employees who leaves, you will lose the experience, skill, and knowledge of company's project that those staff members process. Prioritizing the staff and facilities need going forward help you to decide how to handle the loss of various assets. This means losing various assets like experience, employees, skill, knowledge about the company's project, and many more things. Now come decreased public image. As your company restructure, your image may begin shifting. The restructuring potentially leaves customer and the public in general questioning the future of the company. If you decrease your staff, you risk even greater public scrutiny, particularly in tough economic times. When many people are already unemployed, hiring a public relation consultant can help you to keep your public image under control when going through restructure. This means when you produce something new to the market, the public thinks 100 times before purchasing that, before investing on that product. So while they think of the product, your public image may go down or may increase. There are very few chances to increase, mostly the demand decreases or the image decreases. So thank you for today. These are all my queries. Details. If you have any queries, comment down below. Thank you. Do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to press the bell icon.